Hi, and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Manhattan, Kansas. Eisenhower Sports Complex, the site of 6A, regional number 3 in 6A. It will be the Salthawks of Hutchinson getting set to take on the Manhattan Indians in the second game of the day. Exciting game earlier on. Topeka was able to rally back and get a couple runs back in the fifth and add one more to the sixth and won it 4-3. Junction City gave them a run, had a runner at first base and a solid hit to left field, but it was ran down by the left fielder for the second out of the inning, and then a routine ground ball to the third baseman finished the play, and Topeka will advance and take on the winner of this contest coming up in just a little bit. Manhattan and Hutchinson. Hutchinson seeded number 14 in the regional, the West Regional, and so I would have to win this one and then do away with Topeka and a higher seed as well to be able to advance the state. That game following this one at 6 o'clock would be against the Topeka High Trojans, as they were able to again win it at 4-3. Hutchinson comes in at 6-14. Manhattan 16-4 is their record. Manhattan, a solid team. Hutch met up with them a few years ago in state, if you remember. And Manhattan always puts good teams on the field, and this should be no different here with this one, with Hutchinson getting set to take on the Manhattan Indians. The Salthawks, though, they've had a good season by way of a couple games just got away from them. I look back to that last game against Newton when Miles Thompson lined off the pitcher, off the pitcher's leg, ricocheted right to the shortstop, and he was able to get Miles out at first base for the, I think it was the second, actually it was the third out in the inning. That ball gets through, and we tie it up at 2 apiece. You never can know what would happen. Hutchinson won the earlier game 2-1 in that one, but lost that nightcap 4-0 as Newton went ahead and got a couple more runs. But that might have made a big difference because Ben Schmidt was really pitching good and might have knocked him out. And this goes back to the last time I chatted with Jim Preston. He thinks his team's ready. They've had the whole week off. So Bennett Turner will be on the mound for Hutchinson as he'll be sitting to pitch. And it'll be Dane Aschenbrenner on the mound for Manhattan. Aschenberger is a senior. He's a pitcher, infielder, and outfielder, so a utility player. And Don Hess always has a good team, so he'll put a good team out there, no doubt about that. So we'll just have to see what is going to take place. Overcast sky, but the sun trying to break through. It gets a little warm whenever the sun breaks through. 75 degrees is our temperature right now, cloudy. And that's basically overcast cloud, which I like due to the fact that I'm positioned outside here. They set up a table, the press box not made for a whole bunch of visitors or for radio or for stream as we have now, so it makes a big difference. Both coaches coming out to meet with umpires now as again, Don Hess comes out, and Andy, and check that Jim Preston will be making his way out there in just a little bit. So 77 degrees, wind just barely out of the east-southeast at about 6 miles per hour, so really won't be have much to do with this ball game, I don't believe. It'll be a little bit of a breeze, which is comfortable for the fans that are here. A lot of the parents have made their way up here from Hutchinson to watch this. Glad to have you folks along that are watching on the stream. So glad to bring Salthawk baseball to you this season, as was able to get in 14 of the 21 games, actually 15 with this one. Of the 21 games that the Salthawks had played, had to take a absence during the national tournament, but got most of them in, and appreciate you following right here on HutchPost.com. We appreciate being able to do that. Starting to put together the Monarch schedule. We'll be starting with the first game being June 7th. And by the way, that game on June 7th will be Eagle Radio Night with the Monarchs. So Monarch schedule gets underway the week before. They're going to start it off on June 1st. So we'll be able to bring that first game of the week is what we're going to promise to be able to do for you. A game of the week with Monarch Baseball. And again, so excited to have that happening again. So Jim Preston and Don Hess exchanging pleasantries right now at the at home plate. Now they'll both go back to respective benches. And now they're starting to announce the lineups for both teams.
Number 26.
Dixon will get the nod.
Dixon in right field.
He'll be playing
Batting second,
right field.
number 11. Kinzer
Newquist will be at the shortstop position as usually.
Batting third, number 37. Carter Boo.
Carter Boo will be the cleanup hitter.
Batting cleanup, number 20.
Oh, actually, Thompson will be cleanup.
Miles
So Boo at second base as usual. First baseman Miles Thompson, senior for Hutch High, along with Boo. And Braden Rodriguez will be in the lineup. He'll bat number 5.
Handling the pitching chores, number 30.
Bennett Turner will be on the mound for the Salt Hawks.
Batting seventh.
Cannon Kroll will be the third baseman. Nolan Cunningham should be the center fielder.
Nolan Cunningham, center field. Batting
And rounding out your lineup
doing the catching, Kyle
will be Kyle Elliott. He'll be behind the plate. So Rodriguez will be
for the Manhattan Indians, leading off
out in left field, I believe.
Pitching, Dane Ashenbrenner.
Ashenbrenner will be pitching, as we indicated.
Number 10 in center field.
And
Ian Luce
will be in center field.
Number 9 at shortstop.
Braden Dinkle will be the shortstop. Kate Perkins will be out in left field. P.J. Hughes will be
at first base.
At shortstop. Marcus Wallace in right field.
Batting fifth. Number 19.
And Brett Wilkinson
second base. P.J. Hughes
will actually be in left field. I was wrong. Perkins will be
in right field.
At second base.
Wallace. Batting seventh. Number 3.
Coit Cavender will be the third baseman.
Batting 8.
And Tyler
number 15.
Peeve will be the catcher.
Coy Cavender. And batting 9, handling the catching, number 14. Tyler Peer will be the catcher. So P-E-R-E is how he pronounces his name. So Peer will round out the lineup. Again, Manhattan at 16-4. Hutch High at 6-14 as warm-ups are being taken on the field. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more from Manhattan right after this timeout.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace, and if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Manhattan, Kansas. Eisenhower Sports Complex, located on the east side of the city of Manhattan. And my first trip here, it was a little bit of an adventure coming through the different neighborhoods. It's right by Dwight D. Eisenhower Middle School, which is on the east side of Manhattan. And this will be a real challenge for the Salt Hawks. Manhattan, a really good club. They're tossing around the infield, and they are solid and solid each and every year. So we'll see how rested the Salthawks bats. Earlier on last week, we actually thought we would be taking on Washburn Rural and traveling to Topeka. It ends up there was some scheduling changes by Liberal, allowed them to get a win and jump up a couple slots and put Dodge City and Hutchinson in different regionals. Dodge City will be at Topeka tomorrow. Will be when that contest is. Buhler won their game today in a squeaker, 3-2. They won in the bottom of the 8th inning. They trailed going into the bottom of the 7th, was able to get a run across to tie it up after there was an error on the Buhler third baseman, and then that run was scored and tied it up, sent it to the extra innings, and they beat Rose Hill by the score of 3-2. They'll wait to see if they take on Circle as the game being played right now over Buhler as we speak. Here it'll be Topeka High waiting the winner of this ball game. I would imagine that Topeka and Manhattan have played a few times this year as they're in close proximity to each other here. So, again, getting set to get underway in just a little bit. They're waiting for the umpires to work their way here after changing. So they'll be getting set to get this game going. Second game of the day. Again, the earlier one, Topeka High, won over Junction City. Junction City's season comes to an end by a score of 4-3, a very competitive ball game, which when I got here, it was Junction City on top 2-0. And then bottom of the, I believe it was the 5th inning, Topeka High was able to get a score. Going to take one more time out. We'll be back with more right after this.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buying. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency
in Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite and Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com.
Pools Plus knows how to have fun, even at work. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Again, having a little bit of a delay, waiting for the umpires to work their way here. Hutch High has just taken to the field. And they're getting set to get their warm-ups in, as Manhattan High just did. So appreciate everybody showing up today and tuning in to catch this game. Again, the game that just finished up in front of us. Was Topeka High able to get the win 4-3 over Junction City. And they await the winner of this contest. As they have me set up outside, really tough to see my computers to bring you all the action. I understand I had Manhattan spelled wrong, so now I kind of got it fixed. So we should be able to get underway in just a little bit. Again, it's going to be Bennett Turner on the mound. And regionals starting all around Kansas yesterday and today in all classifications. Several of them will move to tomorrow to avoid the big rainstorm. And I understand we had a couple inches of rain back in the Hutchinson area, causing some havoc with, again, with some of the rains that we've had to the west. So 2 inches in less than a couple hours, quite a bit to get here. Just overcast skies. Looks to be able to get this in. Nothing threatening on the radar. Just a little bit of overcast is all we have to put up with. So, again, Hutchinson taking their hitting practice out in the outfield, and then their infield will have a little practice as they wait for a different umpire crew that worked the last game to be able to work their game here. So, getting set to take another timeout. We'll be back with more right after this from Manhattan.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors.
Right here. Hold on one second.
You'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Your local Edward E. Jones financial advisor, Will Thacker, is located at 1441 East 30th Avenue, Suite B. Phone number is 728-1141.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance agent Travis Rodenbaugh is located at 1714 East 30th Avenue. Phone number is 259-7180. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is proud to support Salt Hawk baseball for this season. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is an important part of Salt Hawk activities and athletics, supporting the Hutch High student athletes all year round. Do you like Hutch High sports? Then the Salt Hawk Booster Club needs you. Sign up today for only $25 annually and support Salt Hawk sports. For more information, call 620-200-1108 and go Salt Hawks.
Forward, always moving, never stagnant. Together, nothing great is ever accomplished without it. At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century. Together with individuals, organizations, and communities, we look ahead to protect the people, places, and things they love. We're Fee Insurance Group. Forward, together.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace, and if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hutch High right now taking their infield warm-ups as they'll get set for action here. Again, a pleasure to have you along to today in Manhattan, right here on HutchPost.com. Don't forget, like I indicated, June 7th will be the start of Monarch Baseball, at least a game of the week. They'll start the week before that, and we'll have more information out for you and get the schedule. Just go to monarchs.com, monarchsbaseball.com to pick up information on that. But we'll do a game of the week, and we'll be listing those game of the weeks coming up here pretty quickly as getting set for baseball action here, as well as at Hobart-Detter with the Monarchs. As my understanding, the Monarchs will not be able to have as many players from Wichita State on the roster this year, but we'll have 4 pretty good ones. And hopefully they'll return some of those great players that helped them get a third-place finish in the NBC tournament last summer. We were able to get it in even during COVID. So, and again, if you haven't heard, a lot of the restrictions being lifted now. If you haven't been to the Wind Surge yet over at their new ballpark over in Wichita, it's open. No masks are required, and heard really good things about the openness of that facility, both as well as in the seating as well as on the concourse. So looking forward to going over and catching some of that baseball action this summer with, again, the Wind Surge. Kansas City still trying to get it straightened out. I understand they had to put Duffy on the injured reserve list, and that's going to hurt a little bit. And heard some talk this morning about this year being kind of important because some of the position players getting a little up there in age. Perez, 31 years of age. Witt, 31 years of age. There was a lot of talk of that, of how old different players were and whether or not you try to maybe move 1 or 2 to get some youth and get something going. I think that's a little early to talk like that. If they had such a good April but had a horrendous May, losing 10 straight and doing a lot of splitting as of now. So see if they can win 10 straight and get back on course. So again, Hutch taking their infield. We'll get set in. Manhattan's already taken their infield, so we'll get set to get going here in just a little bit. You can see this ballpark faces to the northeast here on the east side of Manhattan. Kind of get here by coming and looping around the mall that is, of course, located downtown. Manhattan, very wise years ago to place their mall downtown, and it's kept their downtown area very vibrant. Of course, this is a major college town, so that has a lot to do with success regarding different stores, but they've done a nice job of keeping the Manhattan Mall intact by having it downtown along with other businesses that are located downtown. So you loop around that, and then you head up to the north, and you just get past where the area where you would go to Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and you keep continuing on highway, I believe it's 24, and you're able to get off at the exit, and not too far over is this complex, and right next to Dwight D. Eisenhower Middle School, which is located out here. So One more timeout coming your way, and hopefully we'll be able to get it underway as Hutchin's starting to wind up their warm-ups on the infield. We'll be back with more coming your way right after this.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buying. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency
in Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite and Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com.
Pools Plus knows how to have fun, even at work. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Well, now both coaches again meeting at home plate. The other one was a little premature before the warm-ups took place. The umpires are set and ready, and we should be getting underway in just a little bit after they have their conference at home plate. Again, as I indicated, in extra innings, Buter got the win over Rose Hill today by a score of 3-2. Rallied in the bottom half of the 7th and then got the winning run in the bottom half of the 8th. So, again, both teams have warmed up, and we're about set to get underway. Glad to have you along today on HutchPost.com. I'm Glenn Grunwald. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on the stream. Looks like we got a pretty good bandwidth working today, so we got both the audio on MixLR as well as also, again, on the stream as well, on the video stream. So should be able to take care of your needs. Manhattan will take to the field. That indicates they'll be the home team again because they're the higher seed, so that makes sense. We are just about set to get underway here. On the mound will be Aschenbrenner. He's a senior, Dane Aschenbrenner. So he'll go with the
on the mound.
Start there.
Handling the pitching for the Manhattan Indians, number 18, Dane Aschenbrenner.
Aschenbrenner.
Behind home plate, handling the catching chores,
and
number 14, Tyler Peer.
Peer will be the catcher for.
First three batters for Hutchison. It'll be Dixon, followed by Newquist, and then Boo.
So Dixon comes up to bat. He'll be the leadoff hitter. Kaylor Dixon is a senior. He's one of the 8 seniors that Hutch High has. He'll be followed by Newquist as well as Boo. Boo will hit number 3 in spot. The cleanup hitter will be Thompson. And Boo's taking his warm-up cuts right now. Aschenbrenner looks to be finished with his warm-ups, and we're about set to get underway. So glad to have you along again on HutchPost.com today. So Boo will step in on that right side of the plate. And we're about set to get underway with sub-state action here from Manhattan, Kansas. Aschenbrenner winds up and pitches right in there for a strike. 0-1 to count now to Dixon. There's the wind-up and the pitch. Ball swung on and fouled back. 0-2. 0-2 to count now. Aschenbrenner wind up the set and fouled off to the right side this time. 0-2 to count remains. Salthawks 6-14. Started off with Wichita South going 2-0 and then kind of went back and forth. Had about a 9-game losing streak at one time. Pitch barely missing. 1-2 to count now. So Dixon will step in. He'll lead off everything. Again, Bennett Turner on the mound today for the Salthawks. This one got by. It would have been strike 3, but it got away from the catcher. And down to first base is Dixon. So safe at first is Dixon. And Hutch has their leadoff hitter on. This brings up Newquist. So Kinsler Newquist, who is a junior, will step in for Hutch High. And now the stretch now goes Aschenbrenner. Pitch outside. Missing. 1-0 to count. Aschenbrenner working out of the stretch now. He's a senior for Manhattan High. Dane Aschenbrenner. Plays about every position he could play. Ball gets by the catcher. Advancing now will be Dixon on the pass ball. So he's down and scampers down to second base in scoring position for the Salthawks. So Newquist now 2-0 to count on Newquist. Nobody down. Top half of the first inning just underway. 6A State's in Fort Scott, Kansas this year. Other regionals at Friends University, also at Derby. Showing bunt now is Kinsler Newquist. Pitch missing, 3-0 to count. So Kinsler showed bunt. And now let's see if he has the green light to hit away or not. So 3-0 to count now. Aschenbrenner all of a sudden having a hard time finding the plate. Here comes the kick and the pitch. In there for a strike. 3-1 to count now. Winner plays Topeka High. Later game this evening, 6 o'clock, probably be closer to 7. So we're late getting this one started. Pitch bunted to the left side. Ashenbrenner goes to third base for the lead there and got him. He tagged Dixon for the out, and that's out number 1. So fielder's choice for Newquist as he goes down to first base. This will bring up Carter Boo. Carter Boo, the batter. Step in from that left side, plays second base for the Salthawks. Also pitches, does a very good job pitching. So Boo, also a senior for Hutch High. Pitched low and missing. 1-0 the count. So one down as they got the lead runner as the bunt was a little too hard back to Ashenbrenner, and he went to third base to erase Dixon for the first out of the inning. Ball hit to the right side, center field, and for the out. So out number 2 is recorded. S7, if you're scoring, brings up Thompson now. Miles Thompson, the batter. Senior again, first baseman for Hutch High. Second team All-State this year. Honorable mention, actually, All-State. Second team Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League. Or first team Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League in basketball. Of course, played really well in football. Puts it in play, but it's going to be skied to the second baseman. The out is made. So pops out to the second baseman for the out. That ends the top half of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Hutchinson coming to bat. Actually, Manhattan coming to bat. We'll be right back.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace, and if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
Right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Your local Edward E. Jones financial advisor, Will Thacker, is located at 1441 East 30th Avenue, Suite B. Phone number is 728-1141.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance agent Travis Rodenbaugh is located at 1714 East 30th Avenue. Phone number is 259-7180. Well, Ashenbrenner bunts and gets on with a high throw over to first base, so he's safe on at first base when the infield hit. And so this now will bring up Ian Luce. He will step in and get set to hit away. Bennett Turner gets set on the mound. Turner's had a good year so far this year on the mound for Hutch High. Now he'll work out of the stretch position. Here comes the pitch. Line down the right field line, but foul. So Luce turned on that one a little bit. He'll get set back in the box again. Oh, and 1 to count now on Luce. So Turner behind on the batter to start off with. Back throw over to first base. Back safely is Aschenbrenner. Not a bad idea to do to keep him active over there. Luce digs in. He is the center fielder. Low pitch. One on one to count now. Throw over to first base again and back safely is Aschenbrenner. Not a bad idea to keep him working a little hard. And ball gets by the catcher, and down to second base goes Aschenbrenner. So now Manhattan with the player in scoring position with nobody out. Ian Luce with a 1-2 count on him. Ball just popped away from Elliott. Getting set out of the stretch position. Pitch low and missing. 2-2 to count. Listen on MixLR. You can also go to the Hutch Post YouTube channel. Pick up the video. No score as of yet. Bottom half of the first inning. Aschenbrenner at second base for Manhattan. Swing and fouled off by Luce. Makes the count still 2-2. Thunderstorms moving through the Hutchinson area has caused some havoc with some of the games around the area, such as softball. Softball over at Mays for Nickerson. That game had been moved. Ball hit and foul ball down that right field line. Out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Right now, this is just a overcast sky. Makes it pretty comfortable for baseball. I understand rain moving through the Hutchinson area. And rainstorm kind of moving to the north. Same thing with Wichita. So a line of thunderstorms right smack dab around Hutchinson. Ball hit to the right side of the infield and through for the base hit. That should score a run as Aschenbrenner comes around to score the first play of the game, run of the game, and safe at second base is Luce with an RBI as well. So one run across from Manhattan, and they lead at 1-0. That was a solid base hit right there by Luce. So 2 hits now in the game. And that brings up Dinkle. Braden Dinkle. He is the shortstop. Dinkle is a junior. Ball fouled off. 0-1 to count on Dinkle. So one run across for Manhattan. They lead at 1-0. And have a runner at second base. Comes the pitch, pops away from the catcher, throws it down the third base line and goes into left field. Scores another run as Luce will come in and see who they give the error to. I believe it's going to be to Elliott. So 2-0 now. Manhattan with the early lead. That cleans the bases. and brings up to the plate. Well, still, Dinkle's still up there with a 1-1 count. He flies it down to center field, and coming over to make the catch was Cunningham. So 1 down. So Cunningham, with a little ways to run, was able to get to it and bring it out. So get the out. So 2-0 now Manhattan with 1 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Turner gets set. Ball hit, but foul. Miles Thompson over along that first base line trying to get to it. And it goes out of play. Topeka High awaiting the winner of this contest. That'll be played about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Out of the stretch, here comes the pitch from Turner. Bounces in the dirt, knocked away, but Elliott has it. Counts even at 1 apiece with 1 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Turner still works out of the stretch. Swung on and hit to right field. Fly ball coming in strong. Actually, Boo comes out and gets it for out number 2. So Dinkles is out number 2 of the inning. Stepping in, and actually that was Perkins that was out number 2. Dinkle was out. This will bring up Hughes, P.J. Hughes. Hughes is the second baseman. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to count. Hughes gets set, solid hit to left field, and it's going to get past Rodriguez out there, but it is foul. Rodriguez on the run, but didn't get to it, but it was a foul ball. It's up being 0-2 now. So Perkins, the cleanup hitter, turned on that one, but it was a foul ball. Now a whole line of thunderstorms right between Wichita and Hutchinson's on up to Salina. Pitch missing, 1-2 to count. Turner looks in. Again, gets set, out of the stretch position. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got by, and a throw down to first base. Out number 3 is recorded. So the side is retired, but not before a couple hits and a couple runs. Also, a couple errors on the Salt Hawks, but we go to the top half of the second inning.
For the Indians,
Hutchinson trailing.
They come up with
we'll be
2
back
runs
right after this.
Complete inning of play.
The Salt Hawk Booster Club is proud to support Salt Hawk baseball for this season. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is an important part of Salt Hawk activities and athletics, supporting the Hutch High student athletes all year round. Do you like Hutch High sports? Then the Salt Hawk Booster Club needs you. Sign up today for only $25 annually and support Salt Hawk sports. For more information, call 620-200-1108 and go Salt Hawks.
Forward, always moving, never stagnant. Together, nothing great is ever accomplished without it. At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century. Together with individuals, organizations, and communities, we look ahead to protect the people, places, and things they love. We're Fee Insurance Group. Forward, together.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace. And if you live out of town.
Rodriguez, the batter for Hutchinson, as he'll lead off the top half of the second inning. Braden Rodriguez had a pretty good season. Playing as a sophomore. Ball gets by the catcher and 1-1 to count now. Braden playing left field today. Also plays quite a bit of right field for Hutch High. He'll be one that Jim Preston counts on for next year. Pitching there for a strike, 1-2 to count. Here comes the pitch. Two and two to count. 2 runs for Manhattan in that bottom half of the first inning on base hits by Aschenbrenner and also by Luce. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So striking out is Rodriguez. This will bring up Turner will be the batter. Top half of the second inning, 1 down. Turner watches that one go outside, 1-0 to count. Comes the windup and the kick and the pitch. Sails a little bit upstairs. So 2-0 to count now. Pitch missing, 3-0 to count now to Turner. So Turner should probably take on this one unless Jim Preston says, hey, we need base runners. Upstairs it goes, ball 4. So Turner's on at first base with a base on balls. So bring up Cannon Kroll. So with 1 down here in the top half of the second inning. Hutch High winning 2 out of their last 3. One was a continuation game against Great Bend, where they had a 5-0 lead, hung 8 on Great Bend in the top half of the second inning in that game, which was suspended in the top half of the second from April 6th. Pitch to strike, 0-1 to count now to Cannon Kroll. Kroll, a freshman, one of the 3 that Hutch High has on his team. Strike call, 0-2 to count now to Kroll. Aschenbrenner with 1 strikeout to his credit. Pitch upstairs. 1-2 the count. It's over to first base, back safely. Actually, not safely. He was called out. So the pinch runner for Turner just now thrown out at first base. Thought he was got back safely, but he did not. So he is out number 2. So Kroll will step in there now with a 1-2 count. 2 down here in the top half. First hit him, and he'll take first base. So Kroll down to first base. Getting hit by the pitch. Brings up Nolan Cunningham. So Cunningham will step in with 2 down here and a runner at first base. Salthawks trying to even the score here. Cunningham representing the tie run. Pitch in the first strike, 0-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Gets by the catcher. He doesn't know where it is, but staying at first base is going to be Kroll. Ashenbrenner gets set. Out of the set position. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to count. Out of Cunningham. One and two the count with two down. Ashenbrenner looks in, looks over to first base. Cannon Kroll over there. Pitch barely missing. 2-2 to count. It's all twos on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And Nolan Cunningham wearing number 2 on his jersey, the batter. Comes the pitch. Got a little piece of it. But it was caught by the catcher. Out number 3 is recorded. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom half of the second. Coming to bat will be Manhattan. They lead at 2-0. We'll be right back.
We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
He's right here. Hold on 1 second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Your local Edward E. Jones financial advisor, Will Thacker, is located at 1441 East 30th Avenue, Suite B. Phone number is 728-1141. Let's go bring up Wallace. Wallace, the batter, as he calls strike, 0-1 the count. Wallace with a solid hit but foul down the left field line. Counts 0-2, so Turner right away ahead of Wallace. Marcus Wallace, he's the right fielder. Here comes the pitch. This is outside. 1-2 to count. So Marcus Wallace digs in. And again, he is the right fielder. Here comes the pitch. Gets by Cunningham to throw down to first base, and Tyna got him. So he records now number 1. Wilcoxon will be the batter. Brett Wilcoxon, outfielder. He's left fielder today. So 2-0 ball game right now. Manhattan with the lead. 1 down here in the bottom half of the first. Ball hit right up the box, base hit. And actually, new face in there, that was Jack Campbell that hit that ball straight up the middle. So on for first base, Campbell, solid base hit, just whizzed right by the leg of Turner. Cavender will be the batter. So over to first base, back safely. Coy Cavender. He is the third baseman for Manhattan High. Over to first base again, back safely. So Cavender sets, so's Turner. Here comes the pitch. Foul straight back over to my head. 0-1 the count. That'll set up an 0-1 count with one down. It's over to first base, back safely. Jack Campbell over at first base. Gets back. 0-1 the count now. Bennett Turner, ball fouled off again. Oh, good play. Making the catch was Miles Thompson. So two down now. Brings up Tyler Peer, the catcher. Miles Thompson charging toward that foul ball. Throw over to first base to keep Campbell back and keep him honest. Pitch in there for strike. Nice pitch by Turner. Throw down to first base, but back safely. On 1 to count now. On Peer. Bennett Turner, pitch missing outside. Counts at 1-1. Manhattan's got out, knocked up, had about 3 hits, got those 2 runs on 3 hits and a 1 Hutchinson error. Ball fouled straight back. Count 1-2. Bennett Turner looks in. Here comes the pitch. There's a throw down to second base and gets away from Newquist. Rolls over toward the second baseman position. So down at second base now is Campbell. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. Pitch hits sharply to the third baseman. Cannon Kroll gets it, and they called a foul ball, I believe. Nice play by Kroll as he just jabbed at it and came up with the play with the ball. So stepping back in will be Peer. Long hold on the mound for Turner. And a high fly ball to center field. Cunningham gets a beat on it, and he's back there to make the catch for the third out. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man last stranded for Manhattan. We'll be back with more coming your way.
Home half of the second.
Right after
the
this.
Indians, they come up with no runs.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
Coming up to bat for Hutch High will be Kyle Elliott, the catcher, in the top half of the third inning. Understand that the link for the video was not working. If you're on MixLR, you can switch over. Darren Dunn was able to get that fixed. Base hit right up the middle. Nice job by Elliott. First ball hitting right there, first pitch hitting, and he strokes it right up the middle for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Kyle Elliott. And the first hit of the game as well for the Salthawks. So it'll bring up top half of the lineup now. Dixon will step in. So we have a pinch runner now over at first base for Hutchinson, for Elliott. Looks like Bobby Garland. So Bobby Garland, ball hit, snagged by the third baseman to one over the first base for the double play. Nice play right there by the third baseman. Getting the snag out there was Cavender. And they turned the double play on the Salthawks. So a pretty nifty play right there. This brings up Newquist. So 2 down in the inning now. Cavender was playing in tight at third base, was able to snag the ball. It gets by him, a run scores. Pitch outside. Oh, 0-1 the count now with 2 down. Nifty play by Manhattan. That helped Aschenbrenner a lot. That pitch missing. 2-1 the count. Clear blue skies starting to part up here in Manhattan. Understand a lot of rain down the Hutchinson area. Pitch missing. 2-2 to count. Aschenbrenner's wind up and pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the side is retired. So Newquist goes down swinging. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Coming up will be Manhattan. They lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buying. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency
in Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite and Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
Well, to the bottom half of the third we go. 2-0 Manhattan with the lead. Brings up the pitcher, Aschenbrenner. Base hit back in the first, scored a run. Here comes Turner's pitch. Ball hits sharply to Newquist, goes between his legs, and that's kind of how the first couple innings have went for Hutchinson. So getting on base will be Aschenbrenner. Should be an error. So Luce will be the batter now. He scored a run back in the first as well. So 2 errors now on the Salthawks, not helping their cause too much there. Aschenbrenner down at first base, nobody down. Pitch missing. 1-0 to count. Again, the bottom half of the third inning. Manhattan on 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And Hutchinson, no runs on 1 hit only. And that hit was erased with a double player back in the top of this inning. A runner, I should say. Ball hit sharply to Boo. He'll try to turn it. It goes over to Newquist for 1. Back over to first base to double play. So, Manhattan turns 1. Now Hutch turns 1. This will bring up Dinkle, the batter. Dinkle, the shortstop, will step in. Dinkle is a junior as well. So 2 down now in the inning. One and 0 to count now to Dinkle on the missed pitch. Nobody on. Bottom half to third. Ball hits sharply. High fly ball. Kind of trying to get to the gap, but Cunningham's over there to make the catch. Nice job by Cunningham to retire the side. We go to the top half of the 4th inning. Hutchinson coming to bat, trailing 2-0. Manhattan on top. We'll be right back.
After 3 complete innings of play.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com.
Pools Plus knows how to have fun, even at work. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Well, to me, the order coming up now for the Salthawks as Boo will lead off here in the top half of the 4th inning. Pitch missing. 1-0 to count now to Carter Boo. Ashenbrenner still on the mound, doing a good job out there. Here comes the windup in the pitch. Only giving up one hit. There's a strike call. 1-1 to count. Counts even at 1 apiece. Boo will dig in. Wears number 37 on his jersey. Going to go to Hutch Community College next year. Walk on there. Strike call. 1-2 to count now to Boo. Here comes Ashenbrenner's pitch. Outside, missing. Counts 2-2. Even at 2-2. Again, Hutch with a couple errors. Only one hit in the ball game. Ball fouled off. Boo will step back in after fouling the ball off. 2-2 to count. Again, top half of the fourth inning, the leadoff batter is Boo. Pitch inside. Runs the count full now, 3-2. Pitch count for Ashenbrenner at 43. Full count, 3-2. Ashenbrenner's wind up and pitch. Ball fouled off. Staying alive is Carter Boo. Three and 2 to count. Nobody down here. Top half of the fourth inning. Carter Boo in. 2-0 ball game. Manhattan with the lead. Hutch needs base runners. Wind up and the pitch fouled off again. Count remains full at 3-2. Good delegation of Hutch fans making the trip up from the Salt City. Dedicated parents. Highly recommend you join the Salt Hawk Booster Club. $25 for a year. They have other levels available if you want to be. There could be trouble, and it will be a base hit. Little duck snorters, Rob Dreher would say. Nice job by Carter Boo to float that one out there. Hutch has a base runner and a base hit as well. So 2 base hits now for Hutchinson. And Boo's on at first base. This brings up Thompson. Miles Thompson's fouled a flight out to the second baseman last trip up. That was back in the first. Here we are in the fourth. Went to Miles Thompson and Jake Hughes and Maddox Henahaw's graduation party the other day. Good to see so many classmates showing up and friends. Pitch gets by the catcher and down to second base is Boo. Boo with some speed. So Boo in scoring position now at second base. Thompson will try to moving him around if he can get a extra base hit here or just a good solid single. Miles steps in. Ashenbrenner, the pitcher. Here comes the delivery. Curveball missed. 2-0 the count now. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 the count now. Miles being very selective. Ashenbrenner looks in. Here comes the pitch. Ball fouled off. Miles kind of protecting the plate. It was a little high. He might have pulled off that one, but 2-2 to count now with nobody down. Just barely got around on it and was able to foul it off. See if Miles can rip this one right between first and second base with, again, nobody at first and not holding him on. Ball hit, high hopper. It's going to hit and be picked up by the shortstop for the out. Only place he could go was to first base, and down to third base goes Boo. So sacrifice for Miles Thompson, first out of the inning. Nice job by Miles to sacrifice Boo over. One down now, brings up Rodriguez. See if he can turn on one here. Braden Rodriguez struck out last time up as he led off the second inning. Pitch missing, 1-0 the count. Braden looks to Jim Preston, third base coach. Got a potential run setting out there at third base, and Boo, ball hit to the right side of the infield. They're going to elect to go home, and safe at home and safe at first base. The first baseman hesitated, and just long enough, and hesitating was Campbell over there. And that's all that Boo needed, was to be able to score, and Hutch is on the board. And Rodriguez, in the fielder's choice, is down at first base. So only one down now, and the runner at first base in the person of Rodriguez. Turner can help himself out here. Bennett Turner, the batter. Pitch in there for a strike. Caught that outside edge. First baseman looked a little confused as to whether he should go to the base and get the sure run, and then elected to go home, and that was too late. Swing and a miss on Turner. Strike two. So the pitcher now, Bennett Turner, will step in. Ball hit and fouled off. 0-2 the count remains. All right, Turner set. Ashenbrenner set. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away. Turner will dig in. 0-2 to count. Fouled off the last couple. One down now. Let's see if they try to move Rodriguez up a base or not. Oh, ducking and getting out of the way was Bennett Turner. If he stayed upright, that would have clunked him in the lid. Ball one. 1-2 to count. Ashenbrenner out of the set. Bell gets by the catcher. Now down. Rodriguez is able to get to second base, and that's big right there. Rodriguez now down at second base. A chance with a base hit as it counts even at 2 apiece with one down here. See if Turner can put us someplace to either move Rodriguez up or bring him in. Okay, the appeal was to check the call at second base, and he says that Rodriguez was safe. So Turner gets set. Ashenbrenner gets set. Here comes the pitch. Ball hit to the third baseman. Looks across the bag and unable to advance the runner. Bennett is out at first base for out number 2. So Cavender did a nice job there of kind of keeping an eye on the runner, electing to go to third base for the out on a high hopper. So 2 down now. 2 down, the top of the 4th. Ball hit back to the pitcher and to the shortstop. Cannon Cole cannot get there, and the side is retired. So Hutchinson strands one, but they do get a run across. As we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, Hutchinson trailing 2-1. We'll be back with more right after this.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
He's right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Your local Edward E. Jones financial advisor, Will Thacker, is located at 1441 East 30th Avenue, Suite B. Phone number is 728-1141.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance agent Travis Rodenbaugh is located at 1714 East 30th Avenue. Phone number is 259-7180. That'll bring up Perkins, Cade Perkins for Manhattan, the bottom half of the fourth inning. Manhattan leading at 2-1 now. Hutchinson was able to get a run across as Boo was able to come across on the fielder's choice by the first baseman Campbell. Pitch missing, 1-0 to count. Turner still on the mound for Hutch High. He's given up 2 runs on 3 hits. Both those 2 runs came across in the bottom half of the first. After that, he's settled down quite a bit. 2-0 to count now. It's that pitch missing by Turner. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 to count now. Cade Perkins. He is a junior for head coach Don Hess. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Counts even at 2-2. Turner had him reaching on that one. Bennett Turner on the mound for Hutch High. He is a senior. Here comes the pitch. Ball hit, but sharply right at Cunningham, and he floats over and makes the catch. Actually, he dropped it. Coming up with it, and he to second base. I thought he had it, and it popped out of his mitts, so at second base is Perkins as he kept running. See how they ruled that one. Looked like a routine fly for Cunningham as he floated over, and the ball just popped away right out of his mitt. It will be an error. So getting on with the error was Perkins. Nobody out. Runner at second base for Manhattan. Pitch missing. 1-0 to count. When we got here, the clouds were quite dark, overcast. Looked like something could happen, but now they've dissipated. Just some white puffy clouds in the air. Ball fouled off. Counts 1-1. Of course, I'd heard that close to 2 inches fell in the Hutchinson area in just a short matter of time. One and 1 to count now to Hughes, P.J. Hughes. Bunts it, third base line, picked up by Turner, and then he lets it get away from him. Runners are at the corners. So maybe another error, I believe, as all of a sudden runners at first and third with nobody out here in the inning. We're in the bottom half of the fourth inning. That will be an error on Turner. So Hutchinson needs to try to get a strikeout here if they can, and then turn to. Wallace will step up. He'll be in there. Wallace struck out his last time up back in his second. Turner looks in, goes to first base, back safely. Over there was Hughes. Here comes the pitch. Just about a little chin music there. And came inside and ends up being a a ball. 1-0 the count now to Wallace. Wallace is senior. A pitch missing, 2-0 the count. So Bennett Turner needs to bear down here with this batter. Can't let the bottom half of the lineup hurt him. Ball flied out to left field. Way back is Rodriguez trying to make the catch. He does. He gets the catch made, but a run will score easily. One away is Wallace with the RBI. But he's out number one. Coming across was Perkins. So this will bring up Wilkinson. One down in the inning now. Runner at first base, Hughes back safely. Takes his lead again. Wilkinson steps in. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. 0-1 the count. One down in the inning. Runner on at first base. Three to 1 your score right now. Manhattan with the lead. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 to count. Brett Wilkinson. Pitch missing outside. Wilcoxon is a senior as well. Plays outfield. Left field for the Indians. Here comes the pitch. Change up, strike call. Struck him out. 2 down. So 2 down now in the inning in the bottom half of the fourth inning. One run across, and that was Perkins that scored on the sac fly to left by Wallace. But now with a runner at first base, this will bring up Cavender. It's over to first base, back safely is Hughes. So Coy Cavender steps in. Pitch pops away from Elliott and a stolen base. Perkins down to second base now. That's big. So 1-0 to count now on Cavender. Bennett Turner trying to get out of this one right now, down by 2 runs, 3-1. Bottom half of the fourth inning. Ball pops away. Nice job by Elliott to keep it in front of him. 4 errors have hurt Hutchison last couple of games. Here comes the pitch. Missing. Counts now 3-0 on Cavender. Cavender, the 8-hole hitter. Bottom half of the lineup right here. In there for a strike. Nice pitch by Turner. Tyler Peer, the catcher, on deck. Ashenbrenner in the hole for Manhattan High. And he walked him, lost him on that one. So runner down to first base. So 3-1 ball game right now. Brings up Peer. Runners at first and second for Manhattan High. Here comes the pitch. Ball put in play, foul ball, but off and foul. Hit on the concourse here and then bounces away. Popped into the net at the playground over on the right side. I understand it's worth $4.50. Not the playground, but the baseball. Ball hit sharply to center field, but diving for it's going to be a base hit. Trying to get to it was Newquist, and a run scores and gets by the third baseman. They hold there, but coming in to score was P.J. Hughes. So Hughes gets the second run of the inning to make it 4-1. And runners at the second at the corners now for Manhattan High. Nice hit by Tyler Peer. He ended up taking second base on. They bring in a substitute runner now. Campbell will come back in. So Hughes scored. Cavender now down to second base with 2 out in the inning. Cunningham looked like he might have thought about trying to go for that, but Newquist made a great effort, was not able to get to it. Now ball popped in to left field. Rodriguez over, gets the beat on it, makes the catch, and the out is retired. So Aschenbrenner ends up flying out, but a couple scored, but a couple runs across. 4-1's your score as we go to the top half of the fifth inning. Hutch coming to bat. We'll be back with more right after this timeout. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is proud to support Salt Hawk baseball for this season. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is an important part of Salt Hawk activities and athletics, supporting the Hutch High student athletes all year round. You like Hutch High sports? Then the Salt Hawk Booster Club needs you. Sign up today for only $25 annually and support Salt Hawk sports. For more information, call 620-200-1108 and go Salt Hawks.
Forward, always moving, never stagnant. Together, nothing great is ever accomplished without it. At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century. Together with individuals, organizations, and communities, we look ahead to protect the people, places, and things they love. We're Fee Insurance Group. Forward, together.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace, and if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Well, Cunningham will be the batter for Hutch High. Top half of the fifth inning. Trailing 4-1 right now. Ball pitch. Strike call on Cunningham. Top half of the inning. We're in the fifth. 1 run on 2 hits for the Salt Hawks. Salt Hawks have also committed 4 errors, that is. That's hurt them. 0-2 to count now to Cunningham. That pitch in there. Pitch sliced to the right side. It makes a nice catch over there as the right fielder. So that'll bring up Kyle Elliott. Nolan gave it a ride over there, but right to the right fielder. Now, this is a time of day when you might catch a little sun on that right field. He made a nice catch on it. That right fielder was Wallace. Here's Kyle Elliott. Hits him. And he goes down to first base. So Hudson needs base runners. Tough way to get it, but brings up the top of the inning now. Dixon comes to bat. Top half of the fifth. That's trailing it 3-1. Bobby Garland will come in and run for Elliott. Dixon will step in. Ball just gets by the catcher. Garland hustles down to second base. And did he get him? Nope, he got the stolen base. Nice job by Garland to get down there. Couldn't tell by the official, or the umpire, I should say, whether or not. So 1-0 to count now is Bobby Garland down at second base. Hutch needs base runners. So Elliott got hit by the pitch. Now Garland down at second base. Ball hit fair right at the center fielder. He makes the catch. Garland stays at second base, so Dixon flies to center. Brings up Newquist. Newquist the batter. Kinzer Newquist, junior for Hutch High. Here comes the pitch from Ashenbrenner. Ball in there for a strike, 0-1 to count. Ashenbrenner's been very effective. 69 is his pitch count right now. Top half of the fifth inning. Swing and a miss. Newquist missing on that one. 0-2 to count now. Garland at second base for Hutch High. Kinzer Newquist, the Hutch High batter. All fouled off. Stays alive. 0-2 to count remains with 2 down. Hudson has gotten 2 hits, is all they've gotten in this ball game. 1 run across on that. Ooh, got by. And thrown over to first base for the out, so essentially a strikeout. Siders retired. We go to bottom half of the inning. Coming up to bat will be Manhattan. They lead it 4-1.
Hutchison in the top of the fifth. They come up with no runs.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
This will be the batter for the Manhattan Indians as the bottom half of the fifth is where we are at. 4-1, Indians on top of the Salthawks. Hutchinson trailed 2-0 quickly in the bottom half of the first, and 2 more runs back last inning for the Indians. Hutch did get a run across back last inning. That's where we stand at 4-1 right now. Ball hits sharply right to Rodriguez. He flares back and makes the catch as Luce gives it a ride, but it's out number 1. F7 if you're scoring. This will bring up Dinkle. Dinkle, the shortstop. Four runs on 4 hits for Manhattan. Pitch from Turner, still in there. Missing. 0-1 to count. Bottom half the 5th. Pitch missing. 2-0 to count. By the way, the 4A regional over at Bueller has been postponed until Thursday, May 20th. The second semifinal game between Ulysses and Circle will begin at 2 p.m. and the championship game will follow at 4. There's a ball hit out to the outfield, and it's going to be extra bases for Manhattan as they'll scamper in with Dinkle with a double. So he put it right between center field and right field. So another hit, that'll be the 5th of the game for the Manhattan Indians. They have a runner at second base in scoring position. So 4-1 ball game. Manhattan with the lead, and they're going to come out and chat a little bit with Turner and come back, and we'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buy. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency
in Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite and Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
And a conference on the mound now over as they chat a little bit with Bennett Turner about what his options were here with 1 down. And a pitch to Perkins missing. 1-0 the count now to Perkins. Perkins was the second out of the inning back in the first. Scored a run and got a base hit on an error back in the 4th inning. Ball hit up the middle, base hit. Solid base hit by Perkins. And scoring a run will be Dinkle, showing some speed all the way from second base, and it is 5-1 now.
Hey, keep it rolling, let's go.
5-1 your score. Manhattan with the lead as Dinkle was able to score from first base. 1 down. Again, the bottom half of the 5th. And we're going to go with the pitching change. We'll take a break as well. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com.
Pools Plus knows how to have fun, even at work. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Another pitching change taking place, and it will be Bobby Garland coming in to pitch for the Hutchinson Salthawks. Bobby, a senior right-hander. The line on Bennett Turner, 4 in the third innings, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors for his team behind him. And right now it is a 5-1 ball game. The lead for Manhattan. So Bobby Garland is brought in to put a finger in the dike and stop the scoring and see if Hutch can get their bats going. Pitch missing, 1-0 the count. Hughes, P.J. Hughes, the batter. But Perkins with a solid base hit. That last time up, ball hit down the third base line. It is fair. And taking third base will be Perkins. He's around the third. He'll hold up there. Runners at second and third now. Nice job of base running by. Again, that was huge. Hughes, excuse me. That was huge as well. Brings up Wallace. He had an RBI back in the 4th inning. So 1 down here in the inning. Runners at second and third. Manhattan about to blow this one open here in the bottom half of the 5th. 5-1 ball game. Pitch outside by Garland. 1-0 the count. Bobby Garland came in a couple times in pitch run situations. Was the first out of the double play. A nice double play back by Manhattan. Back in the 3rd. Garland looks in. 1-0 the count with 1 down. Pitch hit sharply to Kenzer Newquist. Made the catch over to first base. Got the double play. Nice job by Newquist. As it came right back to Newquist. Wallace lined out, and then they were able to pick off Perkins, who has started home for out number 3. We go to the top half of the 6th inning.
Manhattan in the bottom of the 5th. They played
Coming up to bat will be the Salthawks. 5-1. And a couple runners stranded on that one, but a solid base hit. A good double play. We'll be right back.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey, Neil. How are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
He's right here. Hold on 1 second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Your local Edward E. Jones financial advisor, Will Thacker, is located at 1441 East 30th Avenue, Suite B. Phone number is 728-1141. Going to bring up Carter Boo to lead off the top half of the 6th inning. Hutchinson needs base runners. Great play by Newquist as he unassisted got Wallace out and then threw over to Luce for the force as Perkins was halfway down the line and froze. Boo, one of the base hits that Hutchinson's had, but Hutch has only had a couple. Carter will step in. Takes that pitch, 2-1 to count. Salthawks need base runners. Down 5-1. 2 runs in the bottom half of the first for Manhattan. There's a ball chopped to the first baseman, and he takes it unassisted for the out. So out number 1 recorded. Here comes Miles Thompson. Thompson, the batter, with 1 down here in the top half of the 6th. Championship game to follow here. It's missing. 1-0 to count. Ashenbrenner going the distance. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball hit. Put some air underneath it. Back is the left fielder to make the catch. Out number 2 recorded. Thompson had 1 sack earlier on. That one flied out to the left fielder. F7. This will bring up Braden Rodriguez. Rodriguez, sophomore for Hutch High, plays left field. Fielder's choice. Got on the fielder's choice back in the last inning, in the 4th, 2 innings ago. Struck out back in the 2nd. Is the line on. Now we get set. Ball hit to the right side, and it will be caught for the out. So 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the inning now, and coming up to bat will be Manhattan. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hutchinson in the top of the 6th, they come up with no run.
Everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance agent Travis Rodenbaugh is located at 1714 East 30th Avenue. Phone number is 259-7180. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is proud to support Salt Hawk baseball for this season. The Salt Hawk Booster Club is an important part of Salt Hawk activities and athletics, supporting the Hutch High student athletes all year round. You like Hutch High sports? Then the Salt Hawk Booster Club needs you. Sign up today for only $25 annually and support Salt Hawk sports. For more information, call 620-200-1108 and go Salt Hawks. And leading off the bottom half of the 6th inning will be Wilkinson. Bobby Garland, the pitcher for Hutch High. Pitch missing, 1-0 to count. Bobby Garland came on in relief last inning. He's helped out by a double play ball. Newquist doing a great job. Wilcoxon. Pitch missing, 2-0 to count. Manhattan trying to punch a date for later tonight against Topeka. Ball hit sharply to Newquist. He comes up with it across the diamond for the out. Nice job by Newquist. So out number 1 recorded. 6-3 if you're scoring. Brings up Cavender. Coy Cavender was stranded back at third base back in the 4th inning. Registered the second out of the inning back in the 2nd. So 1 down here. Bottom half of the 6th. Ball hit this time by the third baseman. Kroll can't get to it. Here comes Rodriguez. He'll throw it to second base. Close play. But safely at second base, stretching that one into a double. There's Cavender. So base hit, and then he was able to stretch it to 2. Runner at second base in the person of Coy Cavender. Cavender's a junior. So Bobby Garland now will work out the stretch as he faces Tyler Peer. Pitch upstairs missing. 1-0 to count. Bobby Garland. Pitch missing. 2-0 the count. Pierre was stranded at second base back in the fourth inning. Was the third out of the inning back in the second. Now he has an opportunity with a couple on with only one out here to break this one open. It's 5-1 ball game right now. Manhattan on top. It's over to second base. Back safely is Cavender. So Cavender with a couple of strides off of second base with one down. Ball hit up the middle, base hit. As it got through there, it'll score a run. Here comes the throw. Not in time, and down to second base goes Tyler Peer with a double on the throw. So Cavender scores it, makes it 6-1. Little insurance run right there for Manhattan. 6-1 ball game. So an RBI for Tyler Peer. 9 hits now. 6 runs on 9 hits. No errors for the Salt Hawks. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Forward. Always moving. Never stagnant. Together. Nothing great is ever accomplished without it. At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century. Together with individuals, organizations, and communities, we look ahead to protect the people, places, and things they love. We're Fee Insurance Group. Forward. Together.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace, and if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Carter Boo's going to come in to pitch for the Salt Hawks as Bobby Garland finishes his senior year in relief. He heads to the dugout. They're going to move Dixon in at shortstop.
Number 37. Boo.
And leading off will be Ashenbrenner, the pitcher of record today for Manhattan. With one down in the inning and a runner at second base, and Tyler Peer. Again, 9 hits, produced 6 runs, helped out with 4 errors by the Salt Hawks. Salt Hawks with only 2 hits. Pitch missing, 1-0 to count now. Ashenbrenner. Throw over down to second base and back safely is Peer. So 1-0 the count. Again, right now, Manhattan with that 6-1 lead looks to be who will match up against Topeka unless Hutch has a big inning in the top half of the 7th. Ball sharply hit the left field. Rodriguez over trying to get to it. He'll let it bounce a couple times. Then he comes in with the throw. Nice play defensively, but run scores, make it 7-1. So sacrifice right there, or a base hit, I should say, by Ashenbrenner, helping his own cause with the base hit. He's at first base. He'll get a courtesy runner. Scoring it was Tyler Peer. So now runners at first and second Actually, that run scored. Just a runner at first base for Manhattan. So this will bring up the batter loose. Loose the batter. 7-1 your score. Manhattan with the lead. So an RBI by Aschenbrenner to help his cause. Boo the pitcher, throw over to first base, back safely. A courtesy runner, by the way, over there. It's to be Mason Henry, I believe. Here comes the pitch outside and upstairs. One 1-0 the count now. 10 hits for Manhattan. Generated 7 runs. Ball gets by Elliott, and taking second base is going to be the pinch runner for Aschenbrenner. So now to count at 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes with only one down here in the bottom half of the 6th. Throw down to second base. Back safely. Partisan crowd of Hutch fans wanted the out to be recorded on the throw over. Carter Boo gets ready. Here comes the pitch. Hit sharply to right field, way back, and trying to get a beat on it, and the catch is made. Nice catch. And over to second base, back safely. So out number 2 recorded. Nice catch by the right fielder for Hutch High. So this will bring up Dinkle. That was Dixon making a catch out there in right field. Twisted him around and got up right by the fence, but was able to make the catch into that sunlight. 7-1 ball game right now, in the setting sun, I should say. The lead for Manhattan. Boo out of the stretch. Looks back. Aschenbrenner's replacement. There's a base hit. Left side. That'll score a run. Rodriguez likes to go to second base. Overthrows it, and they'll take second base on it. So the run scores to make it 8-1. Another solid base hit. So Dinkle ends up down at second base. Got an RBI out of it as well. Scoring it was Manhattan. So 8-1 your score. With 2 down now in the inning. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hutch will send Bennett Turner along with Kroll and Cunningham coming up if Bennett bats. I'm not sure he will. Ball hit right at Rodriguez. He squeezes it for out number 3. Perkins flies out, F7. Strand a runner, but a couple runs scored, 3 to be exact. And we go to the bottom half of the top half of the 7th inning. 8-1 ball game, Manhattan on top. We'll be right back.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Well, Ashenbrenner will remain on the mound. He's went the distance for Manhattan. He's done a good job out there, only giving up a couple hits. 4 errors against Hutch High has really set the table, and then the wheels kind of fell off that last inning. So we'll talk about some of these seniors coming up in a little bit. Also, we'll hope to talk to Jim Preston after the ball game. I want to thank fine sponsors of the Medicine Shop in Hutchinson, People's Bank and Trust, Elliott Mortuary, as well as H&R Block Tax Insurance, helping with your taxes, which they've had a busy last couple months. DJ Hoffman, as well as Advanced Pest Control, RB Drive-In, Pools Plus, Jackson Meat. Edward D. Jones, Will Thacker helping out as well. American Family Insurance, Solog Booster Club, and Fee Insurance as well. Appreciate all their fine sponsorships. 0-1 to count now. Ashenbrenner trying to shut out this one. He's only given up 1 run. Ball hit up the middle, right to the shortstop. He can't get to it in time, and on is Turner on at first base. So you have to give him a hit on that one. Nice job by Bennett Turner to leg that one out. Shortstop came over trying to get to the ball, and that was Dinkle, and he just missed one important thing. That's the ball as it came out of his mitt right by second base. So we're going to give him an error on that one. So 1 run on 2 hits for Hutch High. Runner at first base now. It'll be Akins coming into pinch run. Pitch into first strike. Batting is Kroll. Nobody down here in the top half of the 7th inning. Hutch needs to get 7 runs across here, though. Keep it going. Ball fouled off. 0-2 to count now to Kroll. Turned out to be a beautiful day. Overcast skies, partly cloudy now. Over to first base, back safely is Akins. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Kroll goes down swinging for out number 1. They'll bring up Cunningham. Cunningham was the first out of the inning back on the 5th. Struck out back in the 2nd. Nolan Cunningham. Junior, good defensive back in football. Pitch missing. 0-1. Actually, in it for a strike. 0-1 to count. Excuse me. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to count now. Cunningham, a center fielder all year long, is also caught behind the plate. Again, he'll be getting set for his senior campaign of football. Throw over to first base. Ashenbrenner throws it over, back safely. Is Akins. Ashenbrenner works out of the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, barely missing. Cunningham takes the chance. 1-2 to count. Took a chance waiting on that one. Hutch High trying to extend this game. 1 down here in the inning. Pitch outside, missing. Trying to catch her around, but is able to make the stop. It's Tyler Peer. Manhattan, the 3 seed out of the West. Swing and a miss. Struck Cunningham out. Out number 2 is recorded. So back-to-back strikeouts now for Ashenbrenner, who's getting a little stronger as the game progresses. This will bring up Kyle Elliott to try to keep Hutch High alive here with the runner at first base in person of Akins. 11 hits now for Manhattan. They've gotten those 8 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors against Hutch High. Hutch High with only 2 hits in the ball game. So Elliott will step in. And Elliott has one of those 2 hits. Pitch in it for a strike. 1-1 to count. Elliott back in the third. Went with the first pitch. Lined it straight up the middle. Then he was stranded. He was stranded in that inning as well as stranded in the 5th inning. Ball hit and fouled off the right side. Counts 1-2. We'll try to chat with Jim Preston directly after the game. I know he'll want to talk to his kids. We'll give him time to do that. Pitch upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top half of the 7th inning. They're hoping to get this next game in before any thunderstorms roll through. We've had a bunch in central Kansas. I know you folks back home in Hutchinson. Matter of fact, that Bueller Regional was bumped to Thursday due to 2 inches of rain being dumped. Right now, 78 degrees here in Manhattan. No wind whatsoever. 2-2 to count now, missing. So they are looking at a line of thunderstorms right around Salina, and then some coming up from Wichita. So they're hoping to be able to get the next game in. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Hit to the left side, but foul. Count full now, 3-2 with 2 down here. Base runner Akins will be going. See if Elliott can get us to the top half of the order with Dixon, Newquist, and Boo. Dixon, a senior. Boo, a senior. Newquist, a junior. Cunningham. And he walked him. Ball 4 as Elliott draws the walk. Elliott also a senior. So he's down to first base. Akins down to second with 2 down now. This will bring up top half the top of the order. Dixon comes in. Will step in. Dixon ended up being the first out of the first inning of play. Doubled back in the, actually, nope, he did not. He was the second out of the 3rd inning, but flew out to left field back in the 5th. Strike call, 0-1 to count. Now we get set. Actually, that's Jax Hennehaw. And they hit him. So that'll load the bases now. So, runners at first, second, and third. Bases loaded with 2 out now here. Boy, Newquist could do something here. So, Jax Hennehaw, a freshman, down at third base. Out of the stretch now, Aschenbrenner. Strike up, ball, pitch upstairs, 0-1. Yeah, they say it was a strike. 0-1 the count. Thought it was a little high, but so Dixon at first base, Elliott down at second, and Hennehaw over at third base. Counts even at 1-1. So Hutch trying to make it a little interesting here and get some runs on the board with 2 down. Aschenbrenner's pitch missing. Aschenbrenner senior, he'd like to close this one out. 3-0 count now. Nobody to put him. Ashton Brenner gets set. Here comes the pitch. Walked him. Run across. So Hutch scores a run. Make it 8-2. As the walk to Newquist. So runners still at first, second, and third. That's going to be it for Aschenbrenner. Pitching change coming away. We'll be back with more coming right after this.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace. And if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Well, Manhattan will bring in Kyler Horseman. He is a sophomore. Only thing he does is pitch. So more than likely their closer, big, long, lanky kid. He's going to step in and get set to try to shut down the Salthawks as it's 8-2. We'll close the book on Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, and had an error behind him defensively. He's a pitcher of record. As now Horseman comes in, but the base is loaded. Carter Boo, the batter for Hutch High. Pitch inside. Just about caught him on the leg. 1-0 the count. Carter would prefer to get a hold of one here, which would make it really interesting if he did. Pitch inside again. Horseman, a right-hander. Not really going out of the stretch. He's going with a full windup. Here comes the pitch. Strike call. 1-2 to count. 2-1 to count, excuse me. Hutch trying to rally back right now. Top half of the 7th inning, trailing by 6 runs, 8-2. Manhattan with the lead. Salthawks have gotten 1 across here. Ball hit to center field. Back on his horse to make the catch out there for the out, and that's the ball game. Carter Blue flies out to center field, and your final 8-2. Salthawks are defeated by Manhattan. Salthawks season comes to an end. 6-15 is what Hutchinson ends up. Being, and Manhattan goes to 17-4. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buying. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman.
And Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency.
In Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Joining me now, Jim Preston will step into the booth and chat a little bit. Jim, a few errors out there, but Manhattan got the hits when they needed at the right time. But you guys gave it a fight right at the end. Had an opportunity to maybe get it done, just weren't able to.
I can't hear anything. Yeah, you're right, Glenn. They made a couple of nice defensive plays early, and we missed a ball that probably didn't help, but our kids battle to the end, and that's all you can ask for. I thought Bennett Turner pitched awfully well for 5 innings, and then Bobby Garland came in and did a good job. Once again, they got some hits when they needed them, and they made some plays when they had to.
Yeah, they certainly did. They made some plays, got 2 on the board right away at the bottom half of the first, and then they tacked on 3 back in the 6th. That kind of broke our back a little bit right there because we did load them up late and had an opportunity to get something done with the top of the order coming up, but just weren't able to get it done.
Yeah, we did, Glenn. Like I said, I think our kids battled for the most part, pretty competitive all day long. The kid they threw early, the senior, one of their best kids. So once again, the closer that came in, throwing pretty hard, but we put the ball in play and had a chance.
Bunch of seniors. Let's talk about Bobby Garland came in relief for you. Bobby, consistent all year long, coming in relief for you, did a nice job.
Did a nice job, Glenn, and Bobby was one of those guys that'll do anything he wants. He just wants to win, and he pitched very well all year long for us. And once again, he even became a base runner and played a little bit of outfield. I think he had 10 or 12 at bats for the year, so did a good job.
Kyle Elliott, one of those positions I don't envy playing, is that catcher position down there, crunched down all the time, but Kyle did a nice job.
I want to tell you, Glenn, Kyle has improved so much behind the plate all year, got so much better and did an outstanding job today and got our first hit, if I remember right, and got hit by a pitch, was on base all day. Just did a great job. And he didn't only catch, but played in the outfield and some in the infield and even pitched for us. So a utility guy did a good job.
Coach, you're right. He hit the first pitch that was thrown back in the top half of the 3rd inning. Was able to stroke it in there as well. We'll go down also, talked about Kaylor Dixon, one of your seniors, right fielder, does a little bit of everything for you. He also catches.
Another guy that we put in different positions all year long, and once again did a great job. Hit the ball hard, and the third baseman dove today and turned a double play, or we're in business in the 2nd or 3rd inning, I believe, Glenn. So Kaylor did a great job all year.
Kobe Akins,
what a true warrior. I tell you what, he didn't get to play a lot for us, but when he did get in, did a great job, and for 4 years, he may be our most improved player, Glenn. Anything you want, Kobe did. He ran our game changer all year, and you never heard a word from him. And just a great kid, great family. Had his older brother Wyatt, and Kobe just a great guy. He's gonna do very well in life.
Game changer. That's a tough one to do. He did a nice job with that because I followed it all the time. So he did a great job.
Yes.
Let's talk about Bennett Turner.
Bennett Turner
pitched well today.
Yeah, pitched well the last 3/4 of the year. Got roughed up a little bit early in the year, but Coach Warren, I give Coach Warren a lot of credit, tweaked his curveball a little bit, and Bennett started throwing 3 pitches for strikes and gave us an opportunity to win today. Pitched awfully well and even swung it from there. He played some third base for us, did a good job, had a nice career.
Big, long, lanky first baseman Miles Thompson. You only had him this year, but he did a nice job. Kind of learned first base as we went over there, didn't he?
Yeah, Miles has pitched in the past and struggled a little bit on the mound for us, but what a great kid, Glenn. And we're very fortunate to have him. Had a great football year, basketball year, and just did anything we asked, and Miles hit very well for us all year, played a nice, solid first base, and we were just very glad to have him.
Last but not least, Carter Boo, kid does well. Tough out that last one up there. He wanted to really do something that last time up there, but he's been consistent for you as well, and he's a good one. He's going to go on to play at Hutch Community College.
He is, and he signed with Coach Smith over there, and Carter had a nice year for us, Glenn. He was there. Him and Bennett were there every day before practice, taking batting practice, taking ground balls, just trying to get better. Carter became pretty good on the mound. Bennett and him, 1 and 2, are 1 and 2 guys, and we got them both in the game today. Carter came in, did a nice job, and he got our second hit, I think, today. Yep. And once again, Carter had had a good year
and
for us.
Scored a run back in the fourth as well, so did a nice job there. Jim, thank you very much. Thanks for always coming by afterwards. I appreciate it very much, and I've enjoyed my time with it. Now your job as a coach, you got to go console some kids that are having a tough time. They know their season's over.
I do, Glenn, but I'm awfully proud of this bunch. We competed to the very end, and Manhattan has a nice club. I tip my hat to them, and I know Coach Hess and Coach Ostrom, who I played with at K-State a long, long time ago. We got to talking a little bit, but those guys are great coaches and good friends, and they'll be tough to beat. So once again, I'd like to thank you for all you do, Glenn, and appreciate it. Once again.
You betcha. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Jim Preston after a tough loss. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back for some final thoughts right after this.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite and Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
Well, Bennett Turner goes 4 in the third innings. He takes the loss. He gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, but he also had a couple of errors behind him. He did strike out 3 and walked 1 player. Dane Ashenbrenner, 6 2/3 inning. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, had an error behind him, struck out 7 and walked 3. He is the winning pitcher. So comes to an end for the Salthawks, 6-15 on the season. They'll rebuild and get set for next year as well. Next sporting action coming your way right here on the Eagle radio stations actually will be National Football Championship down in Little Rock, Arkansas. That will have the Hutchinson Community College #1 team in the nation versus Snow, Utah. That'll be happening on the 5th of January at 4 p.m. Then we'll turn around and get set for Monarch Baseball. That'll be happening. Our first game will be a game of the week on June 7th as well. So tune in, and we'll have that on the stream on HutchPost.com. Rob Dreher will be joining me for most of those games as well. So on behalf of Jim Preston, coming by the booth all the time, and these fine Salthawks that gave it all they had this year, Glenn Grunwald, your host. So long, everybody. Again, your final for the Sub-State Regional in Manhattan. Manhattan 8, Salthawks 2. So long, everybody.